Okay, non-count nouns in English. Sometimes we have a problem using and listening to non-count nouns when we are out in the real world communicating with native English speakers. Why? Because sometimes native English speakers use non-count nouns incorrectly. So, let's talk about a few common mistakes that Americans make when we are talking and using non-count nouns, because I don't want to tell you something in class and then you go out into the real world and you say, "Oh, teacher, they don't talk the way you talk in class." So, we talked about non-count nouns. Oil is non-count. Rice, sugar, cream, sand. You cannot count these things. We cannot have 4 sands or 3 rices, but there are some non-count nouns that are non-count, but sometimes we do. The most common ones are sugar, coffee, and water. Sugar, coffee, and water are all non-count nouns. You cannot count these. You cannot say 2 coffees or 3 coffees. You cannot say 4 sugars. You cannot say 10 waters. The correct way to say these would be 4 packets of sugar, 2 cups of coffee, and 10 bottles of water. Because I can count packets, cups, and bottles. Why am I talking about these 3 words? Because as Americans, sometimes when we talk, we like to shorten things. Instead of saying cups of coffee, sometimes we will just say coffees. This is not correct, but it is popular. So maybe you are at the coffee shop, there is an American in front of you, and you hear them say, "I'll take 3 coffees." And in your brain, you're thinking, my teacher told me coffee is a non-count noun, but this person said 3 coffees. Now I'm confused. I don't know who to believe. Technically, that person is incorrect, but this is such a common mistake that we make in English because we want to shorten the phrase cups of coffee, that it has become normal to say, I'll have 3 coffees. Also, when you are in that same coffee shop, you might hear somebody say, "I need 2 sugars." What they mean is they need that little packet of sugar and they want 2 of them to put in their coffee. So instead of saying, "I need 2 packets of sugar," they might say, "Can I have 2 sugars?" The last one, water, this is the same problem. If I have 10 waters, that means I have 10 bottles of water. But sometimes I will say, "Don't worry, I brought 10 waters, we are going to be fine." What this means is I brought 10 bottles of water, but when I'm talking fast or when I'm being a little bit lazy, I might say 10 waters. So don't be surprised when you hear somebody say, "Can I have 3 coffees?" Sometimes we make mistakes too. I hope this helped you.